Hi, a very good afternoon, and yet another session with another expert in 3D printing. 3D Graphy is a platform where we have actively seen a possibility of venturing and also signing up with some of the key respondents in 3D technology expertise. So 3D Graphy being a consortium, it's been always in terms of aggregating and connecting with 3D technology companies, researchers, scientists, experts in the domain, and also end users from various sectors from aerospace, defense, uh, automotive, shipbuilding, medical, dental, likewise. The prospect is so huge, ladies and gentlemen, that it's time for us to look into each of these technology and see how it can be a value proposition for companies in terms of ensuring that it can be of great prospect. So today I have the opportunity to introduce Mr. Anuj Budhiraj, who is a country head with Markforged, who will actually be sharing some of his expertise in the subject, and also from where he started as a company in terms of offering solutions. So, a very good afternoon to you, Mr.
Good afternoon,
Anuj.
Shivu. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to brief our technology and showing the overall roadmap of Markforged technologies in India and the world as
Right.
well.
So, Anuj, just wanted to understand from you in terms of what is the company doing today in terms of what are the solutions that you're offering. I heard that with 3D printing, you're also offering the simulation software. I think it's
Yes,
going to be a great
absolutely.
integrated package
Absolutely.
in terms of the offering. Yeah, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, since you touched upon the hottest topic and the recent one as well, the simulations, I'll just give you a brief about it. So, as Markforged entered into this technology around 10 years ago when we started with the CFR, continuous fiber reinforcement, when the whole world, the whole 3D printing industry, they were looking into focusing into design and prototyping. So, Markforged entered into a larger space with the stronger materials, with the new technology based on CFR, which is focusing mostly on the manufacturing. So that's the way we are saying it as reinventing manufacturing. So the agenda for Markforged to enter into this market is to reinvent the manufacturing and help the manufacturer. So we know the manufacturing is like to do the dirty job. I would say that's what we chosen it for. That okay, let's do this dirty job, and then which is a bigger space where the challenges are at a different level altogether, where people have to deal with the kind of heavy materials, the high lead times and all. So can we look into and supporting them in some or the other way? This is where it all started 10 years ago in 2013 out of Boston. And in India, we entered with our channel partners in 2017. Gradually, we have grown our channel partner ecosystem as well. I joined Markforged around 1.5 years ago. Company also have looked into that kind of growth perspective in India, where we are also seeing that adoption and implementation of this technology towards the manufacturing side of it. Because we know that India is really huge and big in terms of manufacturing setup. Each and every city is covered with a lot of manufacturing tier 1, tier 2 suppliers and the different tier 1, tier 2 cities as well. So challenges around the world and India are the same in terms of reducing the supply chain. Using some of the parts which can directly be used for tools, jigs, fixtures and unused part as well. The another aspect of looking to the growth for our country is like we are developing a lot of new startup companies where new technologies in AI, in IoT devices, in UAVs. Everybody is coming up with the new ideas, and it's all about innovation which is happening all across. Now to reduce those cycles, reduce those design cycles and the production cycles, Markforged has the right technology where we do have carbon fiber reinforcement, Kevlar, so all this composite based reinforcement, and it gives the strength which is required for those kind of end use parts as well. And
Also,
if,
because it's very customized in terms of the option and the choice,
yes,
and also
absolutely,
with many IPs that we see that is coming in this space. So it
absolutely,
becomes, yeah,
absolutely.
because going through the mold or the channel will be very expensive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One, it's very expensive. Two, it's very time consuming. Third, can they look into reducing the weight of the part? Yes, 3D printing is the answer for that. Yes, they can reduce the weight of the part rather than using the traditional
Can you
manufacturing.
just explain about this simulation thing, which is really
Oh,
exciting,
yes.
making it more
Okay.
convenient
So
for you?
when I started my additive manufacturing journey around 8 years ago, so the first question looking into manufacturing comes into a prospect's mind is that, okay, you are telling me to print this tool, jig or fixture in a 3D printer. How long it's going to sustain, how many cycle it's going to take it for life, what kind of strength it is going to give. That was the first question which everybody was asking. So Markforged is the first company to launch this kind of simulation in our basic slicing software as well, where customer will have a choice to look into the strength and the stress in terms of using this part, in terms of printing this part. So it is multifold benefit for these kind of questions and these kind of prospects who have doubts in their mind, how long it's going to last, and what is the what is kind of the performance it is required, what kind of carbon fiber layers I need to add. So multifold in terms of, one, I know what I am printing, I know how long it is going to sustain, I know what kind of weight parameters it's going to handle, and the other thing is saving on the time in the materials as well. Because earlier there were few assumptions where, okay, these many layers of the carbon fiber are going to help me to do that designing. Now we know what exactly we are building, and now with this simulation, I would say it is going to open up lot more application areas where people had still some fear about using this technology or replacing these 3D printed part versus the traditional ones, right? Although it was very, very popular, people had a lot of experience in using this technology, but I would say this is another milestone which we have reached into, and then this is going to open more and more application based doors.
And also making it very precise in terms of what you require, and making it more challenging.
Yes.
Making it more efficient in terms of the final
over designing as well,
to mitigating the challenges.
Correct.
Which are the industries and the sectors, Anuj, that you see that the scope is actually being able to, I mean, the technology has been able to penetrate for you, and what are the prospects that you're looking at?
Sure. So I would say manufacturing, since it's a vast segmentation, so we are there in each and every segment, starting from automotive tier suppliers, metal and mining, which nobody had even thought of. Can we really print some parts which are going to be in metal and mining space as well? So this is where we are there. Defense, aerospace and defense applications, with the introduction of the new machines from Markforged, which is like, we do have aerospace certified materials now, which have the full traceability, which are the aerospace grade certifications also, like Ultim 9085, which we have launched in our new machine last year only, FX20, which is like kind of, it's a great success in the overall global space as well. We're getting a lot of new FX20 customers adding on every quarter, every month, every week, I believe. And in terms of another vertical, which is into all the new high-tech companies, as I mentioned about IoT and UAV kind of companies, they are the right prospect for us. So primarily, I would say we are touching upon each and every segment of manufacturing industry, starting from CNC machine manufacturers, CNC machine users, prospect base, who are manufacturing these products for other manufacturers, consumer goods as well. So it is all across manufacturing, widespread, depending upon their applications. We are touching each and every industry.
Also, we also see a prospect for a lot of young entrepreneurs who also want to get into manufacturing and also offer services, unlike the huge plant and machinery companies, which will probably need to have these machines in their buffet of solutions with like vacuum and CNC machine. 3D printing should also be now as a part of their portfolio in terms of service. But we also see that there are a lot of smart service providers as entrepreneurs who want to come into the space and offer 3D solutions. What do you think about that as a prospect in the country?
So yes, I think those are another set of prospects where we are also targeting in and getting a lot of successes as well. So there are two kinds of, one is the startup entrepreneurs, the other is the second generation entrepreneurs from their own business family. So they want to expand their business to the new dimensions of the business. Like suppose, in fact, we have seen that there are some tier 2, tier 3 manufacturers using multiple CNC machines. Now they are looking into, can they add value into their existing business by providing additive manufacturing also as a service. And you won't believe there are few of the CNC machine users or tier 2, tier 3 manufacturers. They have to actually refuse some of the orders for the customers because they have so much of volume in the existing thing. So they have to ignore the low volume product, which would be actually, if they get those kind of orders which are of low volume, they are actually giving them the high profitability. So now the second generation of the same family owned businesses, they are coming up with those ideas. Shall we look into adding up additive manufacturing as another stream for catering to those needs which are high profitable, which are of high complexity, which can be immediately catered by using 3D printing solutions. that is definitely another business area which we are focusing on.
So a great prospect and an opportunity in all the all the areas where we can actually tap in. And what do you see that the technology moving for the next 5 years, Anuj, with your company?
So I would say next 5 years are next 5 to 10 years are really exciting in terms of having said that yes, every manufacturer will have one 3D printer sitting across their CNC machine.
Very true, Anuj. Thank you so much for your time. It was pleasure, and wishing you all the very best to scale up in terms of seeing that how this technology can be rightly utilized by the end user as we progress.
Thank you.
All the best for your
Thank you.
journey. Thank you.
Thank you.